Welcome to The Explainer. I'm Dr. Chem, and today we're embarking on what I like to call a microscopic detective story. I want you to picture this. Imagine we're zooming dramatically out of our macroscopic, everyday world, the stuff we can easily see and touch. We're flying down past the cellular level, zooming right past the organelles, and plunging straight into the incredibly vibrant, neon-lit nanoscale universe. Our ultimate destination, the fluctuating, flickering reality of a single, isolated molecule. We're diving deep into Single-Molecule Spectroscopy, or SMS. It's a world filled with advanced optical engineering, ultra-sensitive detectors, and mind-bending quantum behaviors, all coming together to unlock some of the most cutting-edge scientific discoveries of our time.
To really grasp why this technique is such an absolute game-changer, we have to look at how chemistry is traditionally done. Usually, scientists measure a massive ensemble of molecules. We're talking billions or trillions of them, all at the exact same time. It's kind of like listening to the roar of a massive stadium crowd. You hear the average noise of the stadium, right? But the individual voices, they're completely lost in the chaos. Standard measurements just average everything out. But when we manage to isolate exactly one molecule, the whole game changes. By moving from that roaring crowd to a single individual, we completely strip away that ensemble average. This allows us to spot hidden differences and dynamic state changes that are totally invisible when billions of molecules aren't acting in perfect, synchronized harmony.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to hit 5 key areas. First, beyond the ensemble average. Second, how to actually see one molecule. Third, measuring distance with SMEFRET. Fourth, overcoming experimental noise. And finally, seeing the unseen.
Section 1. Beyond the ensemble average, finding the individual.
The sheer scale of the challenge we're talking about here is literally mind-bending. Try to imagine finding exactly one specific molecule hidden deep inside a condensed sample, completely surrounded by trillions of other host molecules. It's the ultimate needle in a haystack. To pull this off, we use single-molecule spectroscopy. It's this brilliant optical technique that uses highly tunable laser radiation to probe exactly one individual. And the sensitivity level required to do this, it's staggering. We are talking about detecting 1.66 times 10 to the negative 24 moles. That is 1.66 yoctomoles. In the scientific literature, this quantity happens to be exactly equal to the inverse of Avogadro's number. Scientists actually have a running joke where they call this tiny, singular amount a guacamole. By observing just one guacamole, we completely bypass the need to synchronize a huge group of molecules, exposing the true, underlying reality of how they actually behave.
Section 2. How to see one molecule, lasers, lenses, and energy.
So, to actually pull off seeing these solitary individuals, you need a state-of-the-art laboratory packed with lasers, high-end lenses, and some truly incredible optical engineering. At the heart of it all is the physical mechanism known as the Jablonski energy level scheme. Basically, we take a sharply focused laser beam and use it to pump our single molecule from its ground state up into an excited high-energy state. Almost immediately after absorbing that photon, the molecule relaxes just a little bit, losing a tiny fraction of energy through vibrations before it drops all the way back down. When it drops, it emits a photon of fluorescence. But here is the real magic trick. Because of that tiny bit of energy lost during the relaxation phase, the light it emits is shifted to a longer, lower energy wavelength. This color change is called the Stokes shift, and it is absolutely crucial. It allows our futuristic instruments to filter out the blinding laser beam and only pick up the faint, beautiful glow of the molecule itself.
This feat of optical engineering yields some visually stunning results. Imagine solitary molecules of a dye called Nile red, glowing like tiny isolated beacons trapped inside a very thin polymer film. We capture these using confocal microscopy. Now, a confocal setup relies on a tiny pinhole aperture that perfectly restricts the focal region. What that does is brilliantly reject all the out-of-focus background light. It creates a completely dark void, allowing ultra-sensitive detectors, like a silicon photon counting avalanche diode, or SPAD, to catch those solitary, rare photons of light emitted by just one molecule.
Section 3. Measuring distance with SFRFT, the nanoscale ruler.
Okay, so we've established that we can see a single molecule. But how on earth do we measure what's actually happening inside it? For that, we bring in a revolutionary technique called Single-Molecule Förster Resonance Energy Transfer, or SMFRET. Think of this as our nanoscale ruler. It's a non-contact biophysical method where we essentially attach 2 glowing tags to our target molecule, a donor dye and an acceptor dye. Depending on exactly how close these two dyes are to one another, they pass energy between them. By measuring the efficiency of that energy transfer, we get a highly precise distance measurement, accurate right down to the 1 to 10 nanometer scale.
Now, why does this matter so much? Well, the crucial point is that by tracking this FRET signal over time, we unlock kinetic information that a standard bulk measurement could never, ever provide. Think about it. If a massive system of molecules is at equilibrium, bulk measurements just see a static, unchanging average. But with small FRET, we can literally watch an individual protein fold and unfold in real time. We can capture these incredibly short-lived, transient intermediate states that just don't accumulate enough to be seen when they're hidden in a massive crowd. We are actually watching nanoscale molecular mechanics happen right before our eyes.
Section 4. Overcoming experimental noise. The data challenge.
Let's be real for a second, though. This isn't easy. Pulling the true signal of just one microscopic molecule out of a massive, noisy environment is incredibly tough. Scientists are constantly battling 4 major hurdles. First up is camera blurring. Because our cameras take discrete frames like a movie, if a molecule changes states mid-frame, you get motion blur. Second is signal noise. We're dealing with such a low number of photons that we're fighting both Poisson background noise and Gaussian noise. Third is photoblinking, where the molecule just randomly goes completely dark. And finally, photobleaching. This is the tragic, irreversible death of our fluorescent signal where the molecule just burns out forever. To conquer all of this, scientists have to deploy incredibly advanced software and deep neural networks just to track the true data hidden in all that noise.
Now, one of the most fascinating of those hurdles is photoblinking, which is essentially a real-world quantum jump. We can look at this through a 3-state model. Normally, a molecule cycles brightly back and forth between its ground state and its excited state, but sometimes it takes a sudden, unexpected detour. Through a process called inter-system crossing, it falls into a dark, non-emissive state known as a triplet state. It gets trapped there for a few milliseconds, completely invisible to our cameras, before finally jumping back into the bright cycle. When we observe this blinking, we are literally watching a single, individual quantum system fluctuating completely stochastically.
Section 5. Seeing the unseen, the dynamic reality.
So, what's the ultimate payoff for overcoming these massive physical and computational hurdles? It is the unprecedented ability to map out complex biological systems that were previously impossible to observe. By using different variations of SMFRET, researchers can map the vast, incredible timescales of protein folding. We're talking about capturing everything from ultra-fast nanosecond dye rotations all the way to slow, multi-hour protein misfolding events. Whether they're using immobilized, camera-based setups to catch the slow stuff or free-diffusion microfluidics to catch the incredibly fast stuff, scientists can now directly observe the exact sequence of molecular events across vastly different timescales.
I want to leave you with this powerful thought from 2 pioneers in the field, Murner and Frum. They wrote, "Observing a single molecule removes the usual ensemble average, allowing the exploration of hidden heterogeneity and unexpectedly shown some form of fluctuating, flickering, or stochastic behavior." I mean, that absolutely hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures why this field feels like magic. It strips away the blurry, average behavior of the crowd and exposes the true, flickering, incredibly dynamic reality of the quantum world.
So, here's the big question I want you to take away from this explainer today. If tracking just one single glowing molecule can already map out the deep secrets of complex biological networks, protein folding, and quantum kinetics, what unseen microscopic universe are we going to discover next? Especially as AI-assisted molecular imaging and next-generation quantum sensors continue to advance at warp speed. Remember, the macroscopic world we see every day is just the average. The real story, the true fundamental nature of life and matter, is happening one molecule at a time. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive, and keep your focus on those incredible, tiny details hidden just out of sight.